Okay, it's been a while since I've done a diary update, so I'll do a quick one while I'm here. In a nutshell, I was really stupid and I burnt way too much energy when I had my last creative burst, and I'm still suffering the effects of that. And people who live with chronic fatigue conditions will know the importance of spoon theory and not burning the candle at both ends. So I had, like I said, a really nasty crash. I wasn't able to leave the house for like 10 days. It got quite scary at one stage, but I seem to have plateaued now. It's about 4 or 5 days. Throughout that time, even though I haven't done any music, I have been doing like small tasks, and I've thought of nothing else than this rig during that time. The pedal board is configured now and pretty much done. Sorry about the chaos of cables, but I'm waiting until everything's in the final position before I tidy anything up further. I've got 2 DoreMidi boxes, expander boxes, and okay, so starting from here, I've got a bass keyboard and the controls for the 505 looper. And these are pretty much the first 5 buttons, tracks 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 across there, and it's record, overdub and then play, and then it will keep toggling into overdub and play for each of the 5 tracks. Ignore the stickers on there, those are like 20 years old. I'm just too lazy to change them. And then that button will be clear all loops, and I'm not sure what the other buttons will do. The expressions I'm going to use for probably effects more than anything, but I can make it patch dependent, so I can change those depending on what workflow I'm using. Underneath there, the right foot will also control most of the bass keyboard playing, and I've got pretty much like 1.5 octaves to play with on here. The left foot is going to be dealing very, very much with the SWAM and the piano. So I've found my Korg half damping pedal, so that will be for the sustain, and then the soft pedal, and I'm probably going to use that for the sostenuto. These 3 buttons here control the 3 main patches for the TC-Helicon vocal processor, and I've added like little knobbly things on there to make it easier to press with bare feet. Above there, these 2 switches and these 2 switches, I've yet to find the final position for those and put the knobbly things on to make it more comfortable to press, will be used for the SWAM, violin, cello and the double reed libraries, as well as the 2 expression pedals. When I'm playing using the dynamics of the instrument and playing around with, I can instantly hit pizzicato, take my foot off there, it goes back into bowing, toggle between different bowing modes. There's so much I can do with this little pedal matrix. It's going to expand the capabilities of what I can do on the other instrument. What else? These 2 keyboards are all set up and configured now with the Deluge. I had some of these here beforehand, which were legacy keyboards, and I found I was hitting the wrong notes all the time, like transitioning from the sort of the micro key to the nano keys. It just wasn't working, so they've been upgraded. They're all going to be eventually lined up perfect, so I'll be able to seamlessly jump between 3 of the Deluge patches. That keyboard is definitely going to be for the TC-Helicon. There's a an instrument mic here, which is going to be for the Lodi flute. It's one of the few instruments I can still play without it really hurting, so while I'm still able to do that, I'm going to use it. The same with the didgeridoo. It's going to have its own microphone going through a gate, and it's a tunable didgeridoo, or a didgeridoo, where the mouthpiece moves up and down, so I can actually get this into key with whatever impro I'm playing. I'm probably not going to be connecting the drum kit purely because it takes too much energy to play. I'm just going to stick to pads, least amount of effort as possible. But having all of these positioned up near the mouthpiece, like a single position, so here I could lean forward and do some didgeridooing, lean forward, instantly have choir, pick up any kind of acoustic percussion or flutes or whistles or anything, you know, play in front of those. Or with the old musical bong, the whip will be connected to this LED array, you know, and I can sort of take an inhalation of there at any time. It's an interesting setup. I'm probably at least a week or two away from sort of diving in, doing full impros, because I've got to be very careful about pushing the chronic fatigue buttons. But I'm basically doing nothing other than tiny little tweaks of this and a few line checks. I've not made a single sound for I think 18, 19 days now. And yeah, just taking each day as it comes. There's some very interesting lighting effects as well that I'm trying out. Alexa, turn off all lights. I'll just turn off the... Here we go. That looks absolutely amazing at night. I'm going to try and sort of angle that into the big box bubbler that's going to be arriving here, hopefully tomorrow. That's going to be the centerpiece of the rig, before I get some sort of custom lighting made for it. Yeah, so I've been busy. I've thought of nothing else but the project. I can't wait to get back, you know, and making music, because even though I can't dive into playing this rig at the moment, it doesn't stop the music from going around my head pretty much 24 hours of the day. And it would feel good to be able to kind of lance the musical boil and let it escape through the rig. And it will happen. It's going to happen soon. And I just want to say thank you to all the lovely comments and stuff on various other platforms as well, where I sort of like hang out. And see you soon, hopefully with some bloody music, because I'm not very good at this talking stuff. I'm just going to upload this raw, fuck editing it. Cheers, bye.